questions, and then I will give it to the floor. Jan, I know it's a difficult moment and game. Thank you so much for joining us. And some questions will certainly be difficult, so they need to be asked. First, a question I have is about the mistake. Why did it happen?
Well, I don't think those questions are difficult because, basically, in another iteration, it would be a draw like in 15 moves after queen e1, check queen e7. But I would say it was like a change of slightly weird decisions. So starting with king f8, this was like somewhat more artificial than just queen e7. Trading away the queens and basically finishing the game quickly. But that wasn't actually such a big deal. I think it's still very natural position, like it's almost equal. But perhaps after h4 c4 it became slightly unpleasant. So perhaps instead of h4 I could just chase the queen like with queen d6, intending rook e6. So it would also be closer to equality. And I mean, indeed b5 was just a very bad blunder. But I believe at that moment the position became like slightly unpleasant, but still it was, I believe, closer to a draw. I mean, of course, after b5, it's, probably I didn't defend in the best way, but it becomes really unpleasant, and I guess, frankly speaking, it's hard to defend after such a blunder.
What did you overlook? Did you see the queen a3 check threat and thought there was something that you had as a counter, or
I mean, indeed I saw it, but I forgot that in the line king g8, queen a7, b takes e4, actually bishop is hanging. But once again at this moment it's especially after d takes c4, it's not as straightforward draw as it used to be.
Such a game must be extremely difficult. At the moment when you realized you had blundered, your reaction when you saw it, or what point did you realize it?
Well, I wasn't quite happy, but I mean, in general, the task remains the same. I get to try to win some games. So since anyway I was down on scores, so now it's instead of 1 win I need 2 wins. So let's see what will happen.
Final question in this part: your queen to e7 avoidance. Did you just not want to play a quick game, or were you trying to keep some fight alive?
No, I mean, okay, I just didn't see a big difference between queen e7 and king f8, so I thought that anyway it will end quickly in a draw. But I mean, of course, after h5 I was, sort of expecting more tense game, but okay, queen e1 was a brilliant practical decision, just to offer a draw silently.
Thanks, Magnus. I guess immediate feelings after such a win.
Yeah, very happy with the result. Obviously, that's what can I say? It's huge. Otherwise, I'm pretty tired, and looking forward to the rest there.
The opening, you seemed a bit surprised. You took a long time after his h5 to play queen e1. What were you thinking about at this point?
Yeah, I was a bit confused. I mean, I thought Black's really not supposed to go bishop d6 there, and h5. Obviously, I couldn't completely know whether it was preparation or not, although I suspected that it was not. Anyway, I just sat thinking for so long that I couldn't. I couldn't calculate properly, so I decided just to trade queens, and then probably was just going to be a draw. Of course, I was hoping slightly that he would go for king f8, since I thought I'd have a risk-free position there. After that, the game was kind of pleasant for me. I don't think it's very easy for Black to force a draw, and as long as you cannot force the draw, then it's always going to be like a little bit of pressure that you have to neutralize. yeah, then of course, yeah, b5 puzzled me as well because I thought that was a blunder, and yeah, that was. I think, yeah, both of us were pretty tired at that point, but it always helps to have the initiative in that case.
Your reaction in full when B5 actually came on the board, you were puzzled. At some point, you must have realized that this was a big mistake.
No, I suspected it was a mistake. Like I thought it was just a blunder. But I had plenty of time, so I thought I'll double check, see what he's intending, and turned out it was nothing.
At the end, you seemed especially careful to make sure that you won the game. The precision at that point was just abundance of caution.
Yeah. For instance, I could have traded h4 for b3 earlier, which probably wins pretty easily. But I thought I can always do that later. I have plenty of time. There's no reason to force things quite yet. So yeah, I thought the win is not going away. Let's just be really careful.
At a point of being up +2 in a match of this duration with 6 games to go, how do you avoid feeling or not feeling overconfident or relaxing when you have such a significant lead?
I think you just focus on the next game always. That's I mean, there's still 6 games to go against a very strong opponent, so it's never easy. But yeah, clearly 2 games is makes a huge difference to just one.
Sorry, final question for you on my part, Jan. You're down 2. How do you avoid not feeling like this is really a Herculean challenge?
No, well, I believe it's about the level of chess. So I think in the beginning of the match I got quite some chances, and hopefully if I play well, I will keep getting these chances. Yeah, so it's about my own play, and I don't think I should think about the score. But yeah, indeed, it would be better to have like an equal score instead of this one. But we have what we have.
I'll open